Think about the most incredible thing you have ever seen. Now multiply that feeling by 1,000. Have you ever wondered why your heart skips a beat when you stand at the edge of a massive canyon or look up at a cathedral? That took hundreds of years to build. There is actually a fascinating scientific reason. Your brain reacts this way to world wonders. And today, we are going to unlock the secrets behind the most breathtaking places on Earth. We are diving deep into the World Wonders Hub to explore ancient civilizations, natural marvels, and the engineering genius that defines our species. But before we reveal the one ancient monument that technically should not exist according to modern physics, let's start with the sheer power of human ambition. Imagine walking through the sands of time to visit the Great Pyramids of Giza. We often talk about how big they are, but have you considered the biological impact of standing in their shadow? When you encounter something of this scale, your brain experiences a phenomenon called the awe effect. This isn't just a poetic feeling. Scientists have found that experiencing awe actually shrinks your ego and makes you feel more connected to the rest of humanity. It lowers inflammatory cytokines in the body, essentially healing you through visual beauty. But the pyramids hold a secret that even modern engineers struggle to explain. How did they align these massive structures to true north with such precision without a compass? We will get to that architectural mystery in a bit. But first, we need to travel to the lush jungles of Southeast Asia. Deep within the rainforests, hidden for centuries under thick vines and massive tree roots, lies the ancient city of Angkor Wat. This is one of the world's most significant UNESCO World Heritage Sites. When you see these temples, you are looking at the largest religious monument in the world. But here is the curiosity loop for you. Researchers recently discovered that the city surrounding these temples was actually much larger than we ever imagined, stretching for miles under the forest floor. How did a civilization this massive simply disappear? The answer lies in their relationship with water, a theme that connects many of the world's wonders. Speaking of water, let's shift our gaze from human-made stone to the raw power of nature. Imagine the sound of 1,000 thunderstorms all happening at once. That is what it feels like to stand near Victoria Falls or Iguazu Falls. These are not just beautiful photo spots. They are massive engines of biodiversity. The mist created by these waterfalls sustains unique ecosystems that can be found anywhere else on the planet. When you breathe in that mist, you are inhaling negative ions, which are scientifically proven to increase your serotonin levels and boost your mood. It is nature's own antidepressant. But while these waterfalls represent life, there are other natural wonders that remind us of the Earth's fiery heart. Think about the volcanic landscapes of Iceland or the Hawaiian Islands. These places are literal workshops where the Earth is still being built. Walking on a fresh lava field is like walking on a new planet. It is dangerous, yes, but it also creates the most fertile soil on Earth. This brings us to a strange paradox. Why do humans throughout history always build their greatest cities near the most dangerous natural features? From the ruins of Pompeii to the modern skylines of Tokyo, our greatest achievements often sit on the edge of destruction. Now, let's go back to that mystery I mentioned earlier about the ancient engineering marvels. In places like Stonehenge or the massive stone walls of Sacsayhuaman in Peru, we see rocks weighing hundreds of tons fitted together so tightly that you can't even slip a piece of paper between them. They didn't have steel tools or modern cranes. Some theorists suggest they used sound or heat to soften the stones, while others look at the stars for answers. While we might not have a definitive answer for how they did it, we do know why. These structures were built to last forever, acting as a bridge between the physical world and the heavens. As we travel across the globe, we see iconic monuments on every continent, each telling a different story of what it means to be human. From the Great Wall of China stretching across the mountains like a sleeping dragon to the colorful coral reefs of the Great Barrier Reef, the diversity is staggering. Did you know that the Great Barrier Reef is actually the largest living structure on Earth? It is so big it can be seen from space. But it is also one of the most fragile. When we visit these places, we aren't just tourists. We are witnesses to the history of life itself. But what about the wonders that aren't on any map? The hidden travel destinations and the mysterious abandoned cities that time forgot. There is a certain poetic beauty in a place like Machu Picchu, sitting high in the clouds. When you explore these archaeological sites, your brain starts a process of storytelling. You begin to imagine the lives of the people who walked these streets. This mental time travel is one of the most powerful forms of learning. It builds empathy and broadens your perspective on what is possible. We also have to appreciate the modern wonders. The bridges that span miles of open water and the skyscrapers that touch the clouds. These are the cathedrals of the modern age. Think about the engineering it takes to build a tunnel under the ocean or a train route that climbs through the highest mountain passes in the Alps. These projects show that our drive to explore and connect hasn't changed since the days of the ancient trade routes like the Silk Road. We are still the same curious species, just with better tools. Every corner of our planet offers something spectacular. You could be exploring the deep, dark secrets of incredible caves and rock formations one day, and trekking through a tropical rainforest the next. You might find yourself standing on a lonely cliffside looking at a historic lighthouse, feeling the spray of the ocean and the weight of centuries of maritime history. Or perhaps you are in the middle of a vibrant festival, surrounded by the colors and sounds of a culture that has preserved its traditions for thousands of years. These experiences are what make life a grand adventure. Learning about these places is more than just collecting facts. It is about understanding the delicate balance of our world. When we look at the highest mountains, like Everest or K2, we see the results of tectonic plates crashing together over millions of years. When we look at the colorful coral reefs, we see the result of tiny organisms working together in perfect harmony. Every wonder we visit is a lesson in conservation and heritage preservation. We are the guardians of these sites for the generations that come after us. If you are looking for adventure, there is no shortage of destinations. You could take a remarkable road trip through the red deserts of the American West or explore the icy reaches of the polar regions where the northern lights dance across the sky. You could visit the oldest cities in the world, where the stones under your feet have been worn smooth by millions of footsteps over millennia. Every palace, Agni Cathedral, and every traditional village has a legend or a myth waiting to be discovered. The world is a massive, beautiful, and mysterious place. Whether it is the silent majesty of a volcanic crater or the bustling energy of a modern city skyline at night, there's always something new to learn and someone new to meet. We are lucky to live in an age where we can share these stories and inspire each other to keep exploring. By celebrating these wonders, we celebrate the best of nature and the best of human creativity. I hope this journey through the World Wonders Hub has sparked a little bit of wanderlust in you. There is so much more to see, from the deep blue holes of the Caribbean to the ancient fortresses of Europe. Each destination is a chapter in the incredible story of our planet. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of the world's most breathtaking sights. If you enjoyed this journey and want to discover more hidden gems and historical secrets, make sure to follow along for our next adventure. The world is waiting for you to go out and see it for yourself. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and stay curious. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Like, comments, and share.